Okay, hello. This is the section 2. In the section 2, this is lecture 7th about the functions. In the sections, we learn about the functions, about the built-in functions, and about the many things related to the functions. And first of all, we know that what is the definition of the functions. Basically, we define the function to provide the functionality. Here, there are the two basic rules. First of all, you should define the functions, and then you should write the name of the functions and parentheses and then closed with colons. And the second statement, which is optional statement, and the optional statement also be a documentation string of the function of orthodox strings, and we study for this. This is the basic rules of the defining the function on Python. First of all, you write the def, then function names, then you should write the parameters, then you should write return, then expressions. In expression, basically we give the formula, our required value, the expressions. Maybe this is logical operators or formula, and then we use the print, and then function names. Okay. And but before practice of the defining the functions, we know what are the parameters. Basically, uh, the function arguments are four types of the function arguments. The first is required arguments, the second one is keyword arguments, and the third one default, and the fourth is variable length agree arguments. And the one by one with detail we read about these four topics. First of all, the required arguments in functions. It is very basically the arguments that you should write to print the functions, that the print me. This is the required arguments in all type of the functions. If you not print me like this command, the system not give you the desired value. Okay. Let open the PyCharms and do one example of defining functions. And we want to uh, define the cube of one number. So we write first define like d f define, and the second our functions name, the name of the function. In this case I want to take the cube, so I write the cubes. Then here the expressions, like the input number is n, then I put here n, and colon, and then enters. And the second one is return command. The function may be possessive some values, later return like the formula, like this, and is third. The finally is print into function name like cube, and then the value, if we want to take the cube of 9, then I put only 9 here. Okay. Now we run it, and the system show that this is the third power, not the cube. If the cube you should take like this, and again you run. This is the cube of 9, 7 to 9, and this is the final answers. Okay, let's hope for the next lectures.